quality things. We'll have gold bars, silver bars. We'll have collectible coins. We'll have all sorts of products and services that are just things that people want or have wanted, maybe haven't wanted to shell out the hundreds or thousands of dollars, and they all won't be these super high-end things. But you can see that it's a different attitude. We're not going to be doing, as I mentioned, I just love that people buy vacuum cleaners on pending auction sites. It just amazes me. So we wanted to, even though it's a business, it's very high profile right now. So we wanted to start with something that is very high profile with a couple of businesses having good success. We knew that would get attention in the marketplace. But what we'll also have within weeks of going live is we'll have a second business, we'll have a third business, a fourth business, and a fifth business that you can participate in. You could stop being part of the bid site if you want to and start another one and be part of another one. You don't lose any of your genealogy. You don't lose any membership or any of that nature. It all ties in. Global One Company is the foundation, and the businesses are just business avenues. Think of them as a company that has multiple products. Like, let's use a nutritional product again. They may have a drink. They may have an energy drink. They may have some sort of vitamin. Well, those are three products within their one family of their company. Ours we're taking that to a whole nother level where you have entire businesses that you can operate, be proud to operate, be proud to be part of, make outside commissions on, and participate, Spinfinity, the Global Profit Pool, and Infinity all at the same time. And you do all this simultaneously. You don't have to learn a bunch. There's not a bunch of tricky mathematics in the matrices. There's not a bunch of, if you do this in this matrix, and you got to do that over there, and you have to change the whole way you market to somebody else. None of that stuff. Everything we do is simple. It's simple. Anybody can get it in a matter of minutes. So one of the big things we wanted to do is make sure that we had products that people actually wanted to be part of, would be proud to be part of, and we've accomplished that in the next week or so. We'll be announcing all those businesses. Another problem was price point. There was always these very expensive things that most people knew weren't that expensive to produce. In addition to that, a lot of people don't have, a lot of these organizations said, buy the super PAC for $495. If you're going to be a leader, buy the super PAC. Well, there's a reason it's $495 because if they go over $500, you have to start submitting paperwork on all the states. They don't want to go to that extreme, so they keep everything under $500 for your super PAC. Now you're buying a product at $100, $200 a month, what have you, and again, it's usually something you don't usually do in your life and the whole bit. You're not making any money, and that was a huge issue for us. So we have price points in every business that start very low, and you can upgrade into different levels of participation. In the I Go Bid Win, we start at $10, and it goes all the way to $100. It's a 10, 25, 50, 75, and 100. You can upgrade anytime you want. You can downgrade anytime you want, for that matter. Another thing we've done is that we've said, that person who only had $10 to get in, they probably don't have a lot of money, but we're going to show you about what kind of commissions you're missing out on in that back end when you look at your back office. We're going to allow you to upgrade to the next position up until the second that we do the next spin. A lot of companies, first of all, upgrading is usually something you can only do like once a month or some of that nature because they don't want to give away those commissions to you. They want to keep them. We want to give those commissions to you. We make our money. We've already made our money. So we want that in your hands. So why would we, torture you and say, you could have made all this money? Well, you got to wait till next month. You know what? Tonight would be a spin. Tonight's the 25th. At midnight tonight, if you joined the program today, you would be spinning into a money position in 7 o'clock. So in 5 hours, you'd be moving into a money position. If you had joined 3 days and 5 hours ago, you'd be moving into the top tier in the higher money positions. That's how fast people make money, which leads me into the other part of the problem in network marketing. No one ever makes any money except for the super, super powerful people. In our program, Spinfinity allows you to make money without ever referring a person. Now, you're going to get excited because if you do refer someone, you're going to make 20% of their checks every 3 days in Spinfinity. In the Global Profit Pool, for anything they do there, you're going to get 20% of that. And then when you hear about Infinity tomorrow, you're going to make 20% of all that. So people have never seen a check before. Not $1 are going to get paid. a lot of binaries, things of that nature. You don't get any kind of money until you've referred 2 people. Most people can't refer 2 people. They're gone. They're out of the business. A lot of programs, you see in these binaries is that you have your power leg and your profit leg. I'm not sure why they call it that, because I see $400,000 and $500,000 and $600,000 of volume in one leg, and I'm getting paid a couple $1,000s over here. Well, where's all the other money going? Well, it's going to the company. They're keeping it. It never made sense to me. If we can, when you see the third part of this, you already saw the first 2 parts of the comp plan. When you see the third part of this, it's a complete package. It's for the individual who's never been able to bring on a person in their life, and for the people like you. You guys are going to make numbers that you've never even thought you would be able to make. It was that dream maybe, but these are going to be huge, huge, huge numbers for you because of the simplicity, because now the people below you, they're not leaving every 3 days or every month. They're staying in the program. So that was another thing we tried to fix, was the price points, the products, and then also that people actually can make money very, very quickly, and also for the leaders to make super, super big payouts later on. You can make as much as you want with our program. We've seen programs that we've studied every one of them, hundreds of them. We've studied every one of them. We've studied the big boys. We've studied the failures and everything in between. We wanted to see what worked, why it worked, what didn't work, why it didn't work, and all that. So I've seen programs that if you make too much money, they start penalizing you. You worked your tail off of your family, and this is your income, and they're going to take that away from you? That never made sense to us. If you're going to work your tail off to help us be a bigger and better company, and you're representing us in that capacity, I want you to make everything you can, every penny you can. So that's just another philosophy we have. It's that we don't need to make a bunch of money on our end because it's going to come in volume with us. Plus, when I tell you the bigger picture, you'll see there'll be other outside profits being made. So we're going to be fine on our end. It needs to go to everybody so everybody is happy. Thus, you don't have people leaving, and everybody stays in and makes more money in the long run. So that's what we tried to fix with this, and we think we did a really good job of what we have here. Now we've taken some other components that no other network marketing company has ever done that I know of, is that what we're doing is that we have when you get your commissions, you'll get, let's say, $1,372.23. You're going to have the ability to do what we call a round down. That 23 cents, you're going to be able to put that into our Project Save Lives Humanitarian Project. And it may not seem like a lot to you, 23 cents, 42 cents, 60 cents, whatever it is. And this would happen every time you get a commission check. It'll round down, and you just put it in there. And that's up to you. You click a button, yes, I want to participate. No, I don't. But hopefully everybody on this call will say, heck yeah, I'll give 23 cents, 48 cents, whatever it is. And it's just the pennies. It's not the dollars. It's just the pennies round down. But when it's happening tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of time, it becomes a pretty nice little check that we can buy product with. Now, I'm telling you the big picture because I want all you leaders to really understand the big picture, that you can start dripping this out to your people, so it's not an overwhelming thing for them as we go into the next weeks and we go live. And I know you guys can understand it and handle it. So what will happen is that with the Humanitarian Trust, we have access to the most incredible eco-biosciences that have come about in decades and decades and decades. These are absolutely amazing, amazing products. And this gets into the same type of thing, is that we run around with entrepreneurs. We run around with people who invent things. And so you get a lot of interesting things across your desk. Some of them are quite often kooky. Some of them are breathtaking, like what we have here. I've helped this company along with financially and things of that nature, and this gets into it. I don't brag about what I do with my money, but here I am helping a company that is going to change the world. But you know what? I don't post that on the internet. I don't need to. The products are going to be out, and they're going to do what they're going to do, and we will do a lot of great with it. So getting back to the charitable. So what will happen is that we have a water purification product. It may sound, okay, well, I've heard of water purifying stuff before. This water purification product is so powerful that 1 kilo of it, it's a powder form, 1 kilo of it can purify 400,000 liters of water. 1 kilo. Salt water, contaminated water, contaminated river water with pesticides and herbicides and all that type of stuff. That's how powerful this stuff is. And that 1 kilo does not cost a lot of money. It's not $1,000 or anything of that nature. It is in the dollars. So the amount of money we're going to be able to do to be able to help purify and clean water is just one of the items. We have another product that you basically rinse your vegetables and your fruits and things like that, and if you don't have to scrub them, you just rinse them. It basically kills all the protozoas, the bacteria, any kind of fecal matter, hepatitis, bug larvae, all that type of stuff. And so what happens? You have a healthier product, and it helps it last a week or two longer. Well, in Africa and Indonesia and all these places, India and so forth, where our stuff's going to be going, that 2 weeks is life and death for these people. We don't think anything about it walking in the store and grabbing an apple. Matter of fact, if we see a bruise on an apple, we're wondering why it's even sitting on the shelf, because no one's going to buy it. We have a third product that is for beef, chicken, poultry, things of that nature. And this will keep chicken from getting salmonella, things of that nature, and this does the same thing that the other product does. These are just scientific variations of the base foundation, the base chemistry that was many, many years in the making. So now that fish, that chicken, that beef, all that type of stuff, they last a week to 2 weeks longer. Because you got to remember, a lot of these places, they don't have a lot of refrigeration. If they do, it's very nominal. It probably not as powerful as our refrigerators. You have unsanitary conditions that we're just not even comprehending. And so if you can have things, someone catches their fish and it lasts longer. You can feed more people. You have a healthier community and so forth. That's just to give you an idea of a couple of products. We have another product variation of it that you put in the water while you're watering your small little farm or whatever it is. A lot of these places just have they have a few rows of crops. They don't have acres like we think about. They're just a few. But the problem is that their ground soil is just dirt. There's no nutrients or anything in it. It's just dirt. Dirt doesn't grow plants. It's the nutrients and the minerals and the oxygen in the water and so forth is what builds the plant. We have a product that helps build the structure of the plant, and it keeps bugs and all that type of stuff from eating all the stems and the fruit and the leaves and all that. So you have a healthier crop with a bigger yield, and then you wash it in our little bath thing, and now you have more product, more corn, more apples, more whatever it is, tomatoes, whatever it is in these countries. So now you're feeding more people and sustaining life better. We have another product that is a picture like a Lysol spray, and this is now bringing us indoors. You spray this in a room, and we've all seen the pictures of doctors in these just shabby conditions, and there's a line of kids and families out the door getting a checkup and medication. They have to give surgery. They give surgeries in these substandard conditions. Our product, you could spray in a room. It gets rid of HIV. It gets rid of all viruses, molds, and I mentioned already the hepatitises, I'm probably saying this one wrong, the variant bird flu, all those things. It gets rid of all that stuff. It also gets rid of mosquitoes, flies, gnats, cockroaches, bed bugs. Everything is gone. It doesn't kill them. They don't like it, and they leave. So they leave instantaneously. In 3 minutes, you have a perfectly sterile, healthy environment for doing your medical, doctor stuff. We have 15,000 doctors that will be taking our product over and using this in their facilities and the places that they're going to be helping people. We have every major charity in the country that is already established. We don't have to go out and establish our relationships with all these different countries and all these towns and communities within Africa, within India, within all these other places. We already have partnered with every single major charity in the country that will take the product over for us. So all we are doing is taking the product and say, how much of the water purification do you want? How much of the all the other stuff do you want? And we just give it to them. All we ask in return from them is say, you know what? Take a video. Show us. Just take a 5-minute video or 2-minute video of the good that this is doing, and let us post it on our site. The doctors are going to give us testimonials and show us all the good that's happening with our product. Give me just a second here to take a swig of water. I've been talking since 4:30 this morning.